Good morning, Asher. How are you, ya miss? Today is Sunday, the 28th of February 2021. On this day, ya miss, we will have speaking, as you see here. Speaking here, and we will also take speaking at your workbook. Okay, we will take the two speaking from your unit, this unit اللي هو unit 5. Speaking at your student book is talking about wishes and recommendations. Wishes and recommendations. طبعا wishes الأمنيات، recommendations التوصيات. أمنيات بتمنى لو أنا كذا أو بقدر أعمل كذا. If I can. If طلع شو قلت if. إذن wishes we use with it if. إذا. هلا recommendations ايش هي التوصيات اللي انا بعمل لك اياها؟ يعني it means that I will give you an advice. Okay, then here we have wishes and recommendations. Number 1, match the problems in the box with the pictures from 1 to 4. Here we have pictures as you see, and we have here some problems, and you must learn these problems by heart. يجب انك تحفظهم عن غيب. These problems: no money. What do you think? Which picture is belong to no money? Yes, I think number 2. Then I will bet here number 2, no money. No money for picture number 2. Difficulty studying. Difficulty studying. Picture number 4. This boy is studying, but he fell asleep. Isn't difficulty of studying? Picture number 4. Loneliness. Loneliness. It comes from lonely. وحيد. Loneliness الوحدة. الوحدة أو العزلة. Picture number 1. Loneliness. Picture number 1. إذا loneliness it is a problem. هاي الوحدة عبارة عن مشكلة. Now here we have vertigo. Vertigo it means الدوخة أو الدوار. طبعا هذا بتيجي من from high places. Vertigo from high places. إذا vertigo number 3 الدوخة أو الدوار from high places. Number 3 sorry. إذا here we have a mistake. Number 1 loneliness. Number 1 here. Number 1 loneliness الوحدة زي ما حكينا أو العزلة. vertigo number 3 اللي هو الدوار أو الدوخة. إذا these are the 4 problems. Look at them and learn them by heart. Now, question number 2, listen to the dialogue. Which of the problems from 1 to 4 are they discussing? Then here we have dialogue. After we read the dialogue, we will see which problem they are talking about. Number 1 ولا 2 ولا 3 ولا 4. Okay? هلا these spaces we will put them from these words. If only you'd. If only you'd. يعني if only you would. I wish I. If I were you, I. If only I wasn't, you should. Okay? هلا I will read for you the text. راح أقرأ لك هاي التكست أو راح أقرأ لك هاي الديالوج. Then you will put the spaces. أنت بدك تحط لي هدول الwords in the أو expressions في الديالوج. Okay? I will read for you all the dialogue. Listen carefully. A. If only I wasn't so shy. I wish I was more popular. B. رد عليه قال له you are popular. If only you'd talk to your classmates more. Maybe at lunch times. A. But I always talk to people. B. Yes, but not too very long. كمان مرة. But not for very long. If I were you, I'd join an after school club. You should think of a hobby and then go and practice it with other people. It is easy to start conversations that way. Okay? إذن after I have read for you this dialogue, complete the dialogue. This is the first homework. هاي أول homework إلكم. Okay? I will not read it again. هلا number 4. لا sorry في كمان سؤال. Yes, I forget this question. Which of the problem from 1 to 4 they are discussing? Number 1 ولا 2 ولا 3 ولا 4؟ الديالوج بنمبر 3. A and B were discussing a problem. Which problem they mention? Did they mention no money ولا difficulty studying ولا loneliness ولا vertigo? Okay? إذا number 2 و number 3 they are homework. Now number 4. Match the recommendations from A to G. إذن هاي هي عبارة عن توصيات، عبارة عن advices with the problems 1 to 4 in exercise number 1. بدك توصلهم مع ال problems here. Example. Find a tall building and go up 1 floor higher every week. طبعا هو حاطط لك number 3 اللي هي الفيرتيجو. Okay. إذا أنت عندك a problem of vertigo, the first recommendation أول recommendation ممكن تعطيها لأي إنسان بتقول له find a tall building and go up 1 floor higher every week. يعني لاقي لك مبنى عالي طويل واطلع كل مرة طابق. floor higher يعني كل مرة اطلع طابق أو زيد الطابق اللي بتطلع فيه، اعلى بطابق every week كل أسبوع. الأسبوع الأول إذا أنت بتخاف من الأماكن العالية، الأسبوع الأول اطلع طابق الثاني، الأسبوع الثاني اطلع الطابق الثالث وهكذا. Okay? This is a recommendation إذن for vertigo. هلا number A. Join an after school club. Join an after school club. فكرك هذا لمين نعطيها لأي problem؟ Yes لنمبر 1 اللي هي loneliness. إذن للوحدة بنعطيه بنقول له الريكومنديشن التوصية بنقول له join an after school club. انضم إلى نادي بعد المدرسة. طيب number B. breathe deeply. تنفس بعمق. breathe deeply when you're in a tall buildings. كمان مرة breathe deeply when you're in tall buildings. Which problem? Again لا number 3 للvertigo. إذا vertigo بنقول له أنت فوق دائما breathe deeply. Number C. Ask your classmates to test you. Ask your classmates اطلب من زملائك to test you إنهم يعملوا لك فحص أو يختبروك. What do you think? I think picture number 4 اللي هي difficult studying. إذا في عندك مشاكل بالدراسة إذن ask your classmate to test you. إذن هاي number 4. هلا number D. Save a small amount every week. Save وفر a small amount every week. لا which problem? But only put the number. بس أعطيني النمبر هون. Okay. Talk to your classmates at lunch times. Talk to your classmates at lunch times. Number F. Revise for 1 hour at a time. Revise راجع for 1 hour at a time بكل مرة. Stop looking in shop windows. Stop looking in shop windows. shop windows اللي هي البترينة تاعت المحل بسموها shop windows. Okay. إذن you will put each problem for this recommendation. لكل توصية أعطيني which problem belongs to it. هلا نمبر 5 بقول لك in pairs student A chooses one of the problem from 1 to 4. بدك تعطيني مشكلة من 1 ل 4. student B makes recommendations. student B بده يعطيك توصية شو بدك تعمل هاي، يعني بده give you advice. use the language from exercise number 3. استخدم هاي اللغة اللي هون، يعني بدك تعطيني مثل هذا الحوار. إذن your homework is to make a small dialogue. بدك تعمل لي كمان فقرة صغيرة. use any problem of these. إذا مش عاجبينك هدول if you don't like them use from your own عادي no problem. إذا في عندك any problem، إذا عندك أي مشكلة out of this book no problem، من برا الكتاب عادي. but give me the problem and give me the recommendations. أعطيني التوصية. okay you must make a dialogue مثل هاي A and B. okay A و B لازم ضروري يكون في عندك A و B. رح أعطينك هون example. student A if only I didn't have vertigo. if only I didn't have vertigo. إذا ببلش الحوار مثل ما بلشنا هون فوق، نبلش if only لو إني بس، لو إني يعني بكون في عندك problem، فإيش بتبلش بتقول if only I مثلا wasn't مثلا shy. if only I didn't have vertigo. anything you want. هاي بداية الحوار. I wish I could enjoy the views from the top of skyscrapers. بتمنى لو إني أستمتع بالمناظر من أعلى ناطحات السحاب، بس هو ما بيقدر لأنه عنده فيرتيجو. هلا student B بده يعطيه recommendation، شو بده يقول له؟ you should what. okay إذن this is your homework. كمان مرة 10. your homework is to write a small dialogue between A and B. choose any problem from these and give some recommendations for this problem. أعطيني recommendations لأي problem do you want. if you don't want to write about these problems no problems. write anything from your own عادي. okay this is your student book. now at your workbook here, we have also discussing a problem. Complete the dialogue with the expressions in the box. do something about it. get into trouble. how come. I am not so sure. what if. Here we have a dialogue also between Martin and Caroline. Martin. The litter اللي هي القمامة. The litter outside school looks horrible. Martin بيقول أو بتقول إنه القمامة out school looks horrible. Caroline yeah. And it is bad for the environment. Martin. How come nobody drops litter at school? how come. Caroline if they dropped it at school they'd get into trouble. they would get into trouble. they would get into trouble يعني رح يوقعوا بمشاكل if they dropped it at school. Martin. we should what. يجب علينا what. we should do something about it. we should do something about it. يجب ان احنا نعمل اي شيء. كارولين like what. مارتن اعطاها هلا recommendation قالها well if we see somebody drop litter let's say hey you've dropped this. كارولين they ignore you. يتجاهلوك. what do you think. Martin then say look there is a bin over there. في سلة هناك. سلة bin. People will stop dropping litter if we embarrass them. إذا إحنا أحرجناهم. embarrass them إذا إحنا أحرجناهم. Caroline, you try it first. You try it first. يا ترى نمبر 3 ونمبر 4 إيش راح يكونوا لتكملة الديالوج هير؟ اوكي هيك يا مس يا عاشر بكون أنهيت السبيكينج at your student book and at your workbook. هلأ tomorrow بإذن الله عاشر، بإذن الله بكرة الاثنين رح نخلص ورح ناخد كمان الرايتينج بكتابك البيوبلز. رح ناخد بكتابك البيوبلز. Thank you for now. Have a good day. Goodbye.